Hey guys, it's Wolf the Positive and I'm here with my story. Anyway, so as I said in the previous video, and this isn't one of my funny videos, this is one of my more serious videos. Obviously I had an abusive childhood, but well, it does affect me, but I mean, I'm kind of dealing well with that. The main thing I wanted to talk about is to do with mental health. Now as you all know, I have something called ADHD and it stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. And yeah, basically a lot of people are under the impression that it's a fake diagnosis for naughty children. But as you see, I'm not a child anymore. But the point I wanted to stress with that is, as I said, I'm not a child. And still to this day, I struggle with it. Um, Obviously I'm trying to help other people now. But before all that, I suffered a lot of loss because part of hyperactivity is being impulsive, which is basically saying things without meaning to say them. Your brain thinks about what you say after you say it. So sometimes I offend people just because of this condition, and I'm not gonna lie, it does hurt when people say, but it's just a fake condition given to naughty people. That really annoys me, and unfortunately in this day and age, that's what you get a lot. But this sort of condition can leave us feeling very alone, and, like we're just not wanted. Anyway, so I've been trying to raise awareness in any way I can of this condition. And it's safe to say, yeah, it's not fake. It really isn't. People may say it's fake, but you end up quite alone, as I said. And I don't always know what I'm going to say next, so I could say anything and just offend someone. I'm not kidding, they could just walk out one day. But I don't mean to do this. I mean, obviously because of that I've had complications because it causes depression. Some people get anxiety. But the point is, yeah, it's just a struggle of a condition. And more people need to be made aware of mental health because there's people committing suicide and dying because of this mental health condition. See, a lot of people just think, yeah, if you're not physically disabled, I can't see anything wrong with you. But mental health is a real problem, and people judge it very harshly. And things like autism and ADHD that are new, like Asperger's syndrome, they're all relatively new, so that causes people to be like, oh, how come these didn't exist when I was a kid? I'm thinking of the older generation. But studies have shown it's to do with the brain, and it's actually a condition. This is the same with any mental health problem though. People discriminate mental health, and I don't know. I guess it's just more that people don't understand. And hopefully I can get across with this that people who are saying these conditions are fake are not walking in our shoes. They're not feeling what we feel, and they're not ending up alone and alienated by the fact that their condition has things wrong with it. I suppose you could say the same with things like, I don't know, what am I thinking of? Tourette's. People swearing all the time. The older generation's like, but that's disgusting language to use. And yeah, I kind of know what you mean. because the older generation didn't understand those words in the same way we did. I mean, even now some people don't like swearing, but it just depends what sort of an upbringing you've had. If you're brought up not to swear, then fair enough, but people with Tourette's, when they have their tics, they can't help it, so people just judgingly say, well, he's swearing, getting away with it, so he must be doing it on purpose. And a medical condition giving people the right to swear. Now, it's not just that. If you look into the symptoms of things like Tourette's, you'll find that it's also to do with having tics. So your body does things like, some people would do this with their head and nod. It's not just, it really isn't just swearing. It's another judged condition that people just don't understand. All I'm trying to say, people, is don't judge mental health too quickly, because unless you've suffered from a condition yourself, you're not going to understand. I mean, I could sit here going on about this all day, and I would happily do so. But anyway, the second thing I want to mention is, in my YouTube channel, there is a reference on my name, and it says Talk Life. Right, so this app is for people struggling with mental health problems. And basically people can say what they want anonymously or openly to raise awareness about mental health, and it gives people a chance to communicate and support each other. And this is a really good idea. So if you're struggling, feeling suicidal because of the way your condition's got you down, or something to do with your condition is getting you down a lot, look it up on the Android App Store or iOS Store. It's called Talk Life. I'll put in the description the name anyway, but it is in my YouTube channel name. So, anyway, please don't judge mental health, because there's people out there being suicidal and even dying just because people are harshly judging things like this. And we need to get people, not so much force it on them, but we need to try and get them so they understand it better. So, you know, alright, that's your opinion, but maybe you should look into it a bit more. I mean, some people that are really old won't, you know, they'll just think, well, it wasn't around when I was younger. As I said, you can't guarantee they're going to listen, but you know, at least if you've tried, some people might end up being educated, some people might stand up for people like me with ADHD or even the other conditions. I mean, there's so many new mental health conditions coming through every day, and it really is a learning experience. It's just what we have to go through, isn't it? Anyway, if anyone uses the app Talk Life, my name is Wolf the Positive. That's capitals at the beginning of every word, and it's no spaces. But you can tag people in your statuses, you can make new friends essentially. It's very good for kids because they remove the explicit content, and the moderators of Talk Life do spend their time like trying to make sure all the bad posts are deleted. Like, they try and make it a safe environment for all ages. I highly recommend this app, and I'll keep you posted on it. But like I said, subscribe to my video and I'll add some more info later on, and I'll tell you some more about myself. But for now, this is me, finished my explanation. So Thanks for watching, and please like my video.